Hello everybody, my name is RetroBoy03, and welcome to my analysis video on the recently revealed LEGO Harry Potter set number 75953, the Hogwarts Whomping Willow. This set comes with 753 pieces, 6 minifigures, and will retail for around $70 when it releases in August of 2018. And as you can see, this playset is... well, I mean, in terms of being a playset, it's pretty great. You get a lot of stuff here. You get the Flying Fort Anglia, you get a Whomping Willow, and you get a nice section of Hogwarts. But yeah, going more in depth, starting off here, you can see the Whomping Willow and the Fort Anglia. Starting with the Fort Anglia, I do want to say that, honestly, I mean, like, when I saw the first leak a couple days ago from the banner, I actually didn't like it that much, but seeing the whole thing, I actually think the Fort Anglia looks a lot better from this angle than it does just from the front on the banner. Like, this looks really nice. Like, aside from the roof, which I still think looks really bad, but everything besides that looks pretty good. I like the shaping, I like the sloping, I think the grille here actually does look pretty good. I like that they're using silver for the bumper now. And I think that might be the first time we're getting the sort of modified 1x2 with a little groove sticking out. I think that might be the first time we're getting that in silver, which is pretty cool. It looks like there will be an upside-down cheese slope used in the wheel well, which is going to be a new piece. It looks like we have a new color for the bracket towards the back. The 1x2 bracket, as well as maybe some other colors. Like, again, we're just getting a lot of stuff. Here we have a new print on each door with a little white stripe. That's nice. Yeah, car's pretty great. We'll be able to fit 2 minifigs inside, which is pretty good. Yeah, pretty awesome. The Whomping Willow, though, is the namesake of the set, and a lot of people have voiced their concerns with the fact that, for the namesake of the set, it's really small. Like, look at that. I mean, like, you have room to fit the car in it, and that's really all you've got. But, honestly, in my opinion, it's really all you need. I mean, think about it. This set is $70. What would you rather have? A tree that's big enough to do what it needs to do, and no more, and a big piece of Hogwarts, or an accurately sized tree and a small piece of Hogwarts? To me, the answer's obvious. Especially since, obviously, all of the LEGO Harry Potter sets are quite underscaled. They're all a lot smaller than they should be. The Fort Anglia being an exception because it's a real-life car that had to be 2 minifig scale to fit 2 figures. Although really even that should be able to fit 4, so yeah, even it's out of scale. Yeah, but I mean, the Whomping Willow pretty much is correctly scaled when you compare it to stuff like the Great Hall or the Tower included in that set. So honestly, I think this works, and it does look pretty good. I like the design for the branches. I like that it can hold the car. There seems to be a knob on the side to turn some branches, which is nice. I like that there are a couple of stickers down on the trunk to create the more sort of turning tree effect. That's nice. And down towards the ground, I like some of the more mossy designs, and what's really awesome, as you can see in the bottom, you have the little hole, which, in my opinion, is basically confirmation that in Wave 2 of the LEGO Harry Potter line next year in 2019, we're gonna be getting the Shrieking Shack. Heck yeah! I mean, honestly, I've always loved the Shrieking Shack from 2004, so it'll be great to see a new version. Let's hope LEGO does it justice, although, let's be real, seeing everything that LEGO's been doing for this Harry Potter line, they'll do it justice and then some. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say on the Whomping Willow and Fort Anglia, so moving along. Here we have the exterior of the section of Hogwarts included in this set. You'll be able to see readily that I was incorrect in my analysis video. Well, I mean, this is the analysis video, but in the analysis video of that leaked banner, I was incorrect. Then I thought that this was the boathouse. That's actually wrong. I mean, in the banner, it looks like they're using this the boathouse since they're putting a boat into it. But it's actually like the tunnel section is supposed to be the tunnel they drive the car through. when they get to Hogwarts after they escape the Willow, and then you just have some surrounding, like a tower and a couple of battlements. Not battlements, but turrets, that's what they're called. Battlement. Anyway, so, yeah. From the exterior, you have some nice... I like how many like actual brick pieces there are. Not a huge fan of all the stickers, but they're fine. I just wish that they maybe blended in a bit better, but it's alright. Yeah, I like the windows. I like the design. I like the coloration. Pretty good. Funny to see Hedwig in this set since she's also in the Great Hall. So I guess that if you get both these sets to combine them, you have two Hedwigs, and that gets even a bit more funny when I show you something on the back of the set. Like, right now it's actually not funny at all, so you're probably confused, but on the back of the set there is something that makes it kind of funny. But anyway, going along to the back, you can see that, first off, there are 6 minifigures, forgot to mention earlier. The set comes with Harry, Ron, Hermione, Seamus Finnigan, Severus Snape, and Argus Filch. All of whom look pretty good, but from the back, you can see that, well, we have, there on the bottom left, we have Snape's office. On the bottom right, we have those 2 rooms that make up a potions classroom. Above that, we have the Gryffindor common room, which is pretty nice, 2 beds, which is good. But then on top, we have the Owlry. And that's kind of funny, since we only get Hedwig in any of these sets. We get Hedwig in this set, and you get Hedwig in the Great Hall. So you can have 2 Hedwigs in the Owlry, but no other owls, which is kind of funny when you think about it. Don't know why Lego didn't just reprint some of the other owls from the 2010 sets, not just Hedwig, but it's fine. And overall, this does look like a pretty fun playset from the back. So, yeah, and, yeah, and you can see here that this can be directly connected to set number 75954, Hogwarts Great Hall, and connecting the two, this is a really nice looking Hogwarts playset. Like, you have the Great Hall, you have a big tower, you have a bunch of wall, like, you get a nice long, tall playset, and then just for stuff to go around, you get a ton of minifigs, you get the boat, you have the Basilisk, you have the Whomping Willow, and you have the car. Like, this is just so much stuff here. Like, just having both of these sets seems like such a full scene, just such a full line already, just for stuff. But then we have the Hogwarts Express and the Quidditch set, and we might be getting a UCS Hogwarts, although some recent rumors and leaks have made it possible that that could be Diagon Alley instead. I don't know. But yeah, lots of stuff here, which is going to be awesome. But even with just these 2 sets, we get a lot of things. Then moving right along here, we have more in-depth looks at the figures. And unfortunately, unlike with the other 2 sets, LEGO did not provide official images for the figures in this set. So I've just kind of had to look around to find some unofficial pictures. So first off, we have Harry and Ron from this set together. I think we have a pretty good shot of Harry. He has a nice torso print with the plaid open shirt over a light blue t-shirt. That's nice. Ron is a bit harder to see. The light's definitely reflecting on him, but you can still see the sweater with the stripy design and the red undershirt. It's pretty good. These are both good representations of the figures. Next up, we have Hermione, who is the same version that appears in both the Hogwarts Great Hall and the Quidditch match. So nothing really unique with her. Same Hogwarts uniform, same face, same hair, but it's still a good minifig, so I don't mind getting it a bunch. I kind of wish that maybe she would have had, like, maybe triple molding for her legs or just a fabric piece to give her her skirt, but she's fine without it. I mean, it's a little inaccurate, but it would have been difficult for LEGO to even make a skirt that small, so I don't mind. LEGO gets a pass here. Next up, we have Snape, and Hermione and Snape. Both of these pictures are just taken from the official images for Quidditch match, because they both have pictures in that set. And yeah, this is also the same Snape from that set. And while with Hermione, I'm fine with her being in multiple sets, it just seems kind of odd to get Snape in 2 sets in the first wave, when we're missing a lot of other characters, like Quidditch Match is missing Madam Hooch. but we get Snape in that set. Like, I think Snape is pretty good here, though, and I think it makes more sense to include him here than in Quidditch Match. So this is good, but, nice hairpiece, like the face print, good likeness to Alan Rickman. The alternate face, which there isn't a picture of here, but the alternate face isn't as good, but it's still fine, but this main expression is great. The torso print is good, glad to see purple brought back onto Snape, and the legs are just General Hux's legs from The Force Awakens, but it's a perfectly fine reuse, so it gets a pass here. Next figure has to be my favorite from the set, Argus Filch. This guy looks great, and I apologize for how awful this picture looks, but hey, Lego didn't release an official picture of this guy, so I had to take what I could get. And this is what I got. As you can easily see, this guy has the William Shakespeare hairpiece recolored. Glad to see that again. It's not entirely accurate, but I think it's a good choice to make him look rather bald. And then have this sort of hair on the sides. Like, it definitely should be more stringy and greasy and less bushy, but it works. The face print is a near perfect likeness to the actor, with this very sort of angry face, maybe also a bit of a grimace. I don't know. This looks pretty good. There's an alternate face that I think is also pretty great. Don't have a picture of that, but it's where he's just sort of with a frown. It's pretty good stuff. He also comes with a lantern. However, something he doesn't come with is his cat, Mrs. Norris, which is kind of an issue when you think about it, because, like, Filch and Mrs. Norris is an iconic duo. It's like Han Solo and Chewbacca. You need them. You can't have one without the other. Thanks, Disney. But, yeah. So I think it's really odd that we don't get Miss Norris here. Like, it's not a big problem for me, since I have both of the 2010 versions. Both the printed orange version from 4842 Hogwarts and the unprinted brown version from the board game, but obviously most people aren't as privileged enough to have both of those, or even one of those, so I think it's odd that LEGO didn't include a Mrs. Norris. My only hope is that she'll be included in the CMF series, maybe with Ginny, since, I mean, Ginny isn't in any of these sets either, so she kind of needs to be a CMF, or else we won't get her until, like, Order of the Phoenix, which could be a while. So, yeah. And since Ginny hung her on the wall, maybe, but I don't know. Just kind of odd that we don't get Mrs. Norris with Filch in this set. But yeah, but anyway, then the torso print on Filch is pretty good. Nearly identical to the 2010 version, but it's still accurate. There's back printing now, though. And now we have leg printing, which we did also have on the 2010 version, but that one had his belt with a few keys jangling down on his legs, while this one just continues his coat, which I think is a better design. But anyway, yes, that's Filch. Last figure we get here is Seamus Finnigan. Nothing exclusive about him, just the standard Gryffindor torso with the Tim Murphy face from the Jurassic Park set, and brown sleepy hair. He's fine, just nothing too unique. And yeah, that's really all I have to say about the Hogwarts Great Hall set from the new Harry Potter line. In my opinion, this will be a day one purchase for me. I'd say that it's my third favorite of the sets we've seen thus far. I think the Hogwarts Express is the best. Great Hall is a close second. This set is not far behind the Great Hall. And if you get the Great Hall, then I think this set makes a perfect companion to it. In fact, getting the 3 sets pretty much gives you all you need for a Harry Potter setup. Like, sure, you have the Quidditch match, and we have Aragog, if that's even coming, and we'll have Diagon Alley in the future, and other stuff. Since we know we're getting Ollivander, and he's not nearly detailed enough to be a CMF. He has to be in a Diagon Alley set, or just some random polybag or book special. But it would be a pretty disappointing book figure or polybag, so I don't know. But anyway, so yeah. So honestly, like, if you can get 3 sets, get at the Hogwarts Express, the Great Hall, and this set, because then you have a big Hogwarts, you have the Hogwarts Express, you have the Weasley's car, you have the Whomping Willow, and you just have an awesome setup. Like, this set comes with so much good stuff. You get 6 great figures, and, like, you totally get enough figures to get you started off if you can't get any of the other sets. Like, you get the main trio, you get Snape, and you get a couple others, which are good. Which is, like, yeah, you do kind of want Dumbledore and Hagrid, but, like, really all you need is the main trio, so this is fine for minifigs. The car looks great, the tree is pretty good. And overall, the main Hogwarts playset we get here is pretty nice. You get a lot of nice area inside to play with. Obviously, you have a lot of space to put the minifigs in there. You have lots of... I mean, this is just a great set. Definitely going to be a day one purchase for me. Yeah, so thank you all so much for watching this video, and I will see all of you in the next one. Bye-bye!